Hello, I'm Mike from Mascon. Today I'm going to show you step by step how to customize your Wi-Fi network name and password on your new Arris modem. The main benefit here is that the family can quickly connect devices to the Wi-Fi without having to look up the password every single time. That being said, make sure you pick a password that's difficult to guess. I'm already connected to the Wi-Fi, so let's jump right in. I can see I'm connected to the 5 GHz connection right now, and I can see the 2.4 GHz connection right there. This is important. I'll open a web browser and type 192.168.0.1 into the address bar. This takes me to the user interface for the Arris modem. The first thing you'll see is a bit of a setup wizard to get everything going. Step 1 asks you for a new password. This is the password for the administrator account on the modem, not your Wi-Fi connection to the modem. Enter the new password here. Your browser might offer a super secure password, but it's one you'll never remember. You can choose to use that or come up with your own. Type it in here, then retype it again down here. Type in the characters from the CAPTCHA here, and click Next Step. Your browser might also offer to save your password, so you can choose whether or not you want to do that. Step 2 is changing the network name and password for your Wi-Fi connection. Remember, I'm currently connected to the 5 GHz connection, so if I were to change that now, I'll get booted off and things will go sideways. So I'm going to do this in 2 steps. First, I'm going to change the 2.4 GHz connection. I'll type in my network name here. I'll type in my new password here. And I'll leave the 5 GHz alone for now. I'll click Next Step. There's a pop-up that appears while everything is updating. This generally doesn't take too long, but it might take a minute or two. Step 3 is time zone selection. I'm going to leave that automatic, but if it doesn't pick the right one, I can always go back and do it manually. I'll click Finish. Now the wizard is complete and I'm at the login page for the modem. So the first thing I have to do to make more changes is actually log in as the administrator. Remember that password you set up in step 1 that wasn't your Wi-Fi password? You're going to enter that right here. Then click Login. Once again, your browser may offer to save this password and you can choose whether or not you want to do that. This is the summary page for all the modem settings. Right in the middle, you'll see the 2.4 GHz connection with the new name I gave it, and you'll also see the 5 GHz connection with the original name that I have not changed yet. And a quick check will show that I'm still connected to the default 5 GHz connection, and I want to connect to my new 2.4 GHz connection so I can make those changes to the 5 GHz. I'll click that here. I'll enter my password here. I'll click Join. You may see this pop up that says your connection to the gateway is lost. That's really just because you're temporarily disconnected while you jump from the 5 GHz to the 2.4 GHz connection. Click Close. A quick check here shows that I am indeed connected to my new Wi-Fi on the 2.4 GHz. Click Connection, then Wi-Fi. Here you'll see all your Wi-Fi settings. Once again, you'll see the 2.4 GHz with the new name and password, and you'll see the 5 GHz that still has the old name and password. Click Edit. Enter the new network name here. I'm going to make it the same as my 2.4 GHz, and I'm going to leave the 5 GHz symbol at the end. Enter the new password here. Enter the characters for the CAPTCHA here. Click Save. Once again, you'll see this pop up while everything updates. It should take about the same length of time as the last one. And once again, your browser may offer to save this password, and you can choose whether or not you want to do that. Now I can click Summary and double check that both my 2.4 GHz and my 5 GHz networks have the new network name and password. And I'm happy with that, so I'm going to click Log Out. That's all there is to it. It's certainly more involved than using the default network name and password built into the modem, but this does give you some flexibility. Take a few moments to come up with a name and password that your family will remember, collect all your devices, and connect to your new Wi-Fi. If you have any problems with this, give us a call at this number, and our Mascon support team will help you troubleshoot through any of the issues you're having.